They say a cat has 9 lives. But if there's one man who seems to have been granted that power in real life, it is Abu Salem, a name from the underworld that is as deadly as it is cunning. If fate had turned against him even once, his story might have ended just like Yaqub Memon, July 30, 2015. Nagpur Central Jail, a hangman's noose, the end. But this story had a twist, a legal twist so powerful that it pulled Abu Salem back from the edge of death. Welcome to Crime Story Zone, where every week true crime stories unfold, mysterious cases resurface, and unsolved crimes refuse to rest. If you're drawn to crime and thrillers, make sure you're subscribed, because today's story isn't just about crime. It's about survival, and how the law itself can sometimes become a criminal's strongest shield. Abu Salem was born in the Sarai Mir area of Azamgarh, Uttar Pradesh, an ordinary boy from an ordinary town. But destiny had written a very different script for him, one that would pass straight through the darkest alleys of the underworld. After completing high school, his family's financial condition collapsed. He moved to Delhi and took up a job as a driver. It looked harmless, temporary, but this was only the beginning. Soon after, he turned toward Mumbai. In Mumbai, Abu Salem struggled like millions of others. He drove taxis through endless traffic, delivered bread at dawn, worked as a salesman in a clothing shop. But deep inside him, something burned. A hunger, a restlessness, a desire to be more than just another face in the crowd. Time passed. Circumstances changed. He became a real estate broker, and with every step forward, he moved closer to a road so dark that very few ever return. Then came 1987, and the year everything changed. Abu Salem met the man who defined the Indian underworld, Dawood Ibrahim. This was not a casual meeting. It was an initiation. Slowly, silently, Abu Salem became Dawood's most trusted right-hand man. The man who once drove taxis was now a name spoken in whispers. Mumbai didn't see him coming, but it felt his fear. When Abu Salem stepped into the underworld, it wasn't just bullets that echoed through the city. Bollywood itself began to move at his command. On Dawood's instructions, a new game began. Extortion from filmmakers and powerful businessmen. Phone calls came. Deep voices, cold threats, and demands for huge sums of money. The fear was so intense that even top stars attended his parties, not out of friendship, but to stay on his good side. And the money, it always arrived. On time, sometimes early. Abu Salem was not just fear. He carried a strange, dangerous charisma, sharp eyes, controlled words, a personality that dominated every room. And this charm reached even the glamorous world of cinema. It was this presence that pulled in Bollywood actress Monica Bedi. Their meeting was anything but ordinary. A ruthless gangster. A glamorous film actress. Two completely different worlds. And when those worlds collided, a love story began, one wrapped in luxury, danger, and obsession. Abu Salem first saw Monica Bedi at a film party. From that moment, his personal life took a turn as dramatic as his criminal one. Abu Salem didn't just give Monica love. He tried to build her career. Producers were threatened. Roles were arranged. Power was used where talent alone could not open doors. Monica believed she had found someone who could fulfill every dream. What she didn't know was that this relationship would one day lead her behind prison bars. Abu Salem became more than a name. He became an atmosphere of fear. From studio gates to shooting floors, his shadow was everywhere. And then came 1997. The name Gulshan Kumar, the king of devotional music, entered Abu Salem's hit list. He was killed in broad daylight by Salem's men. The terror didn't stop there. Threats were sent to Subhash Ghai, Rajiv Rai, and Rakesh Roshan. Rajiv Rai and Rakesh Roshan were even attacked, but fate intervened. The plans failed. March 12, 1993. Mumbai. One blast after another. The city shook. Abu Salem was part of this conspiracy. But when punishment finally came, it wasn't death. It was life imprisonment. Why? Because in 2002, when Abu Salem was arrested in Lisbon, Portugal, along with Monica Bedi, an Interpol Red Corner notice was already active against him. He was a declared fugitive with multiple cases pending in Indian courts. India demanded his extradition, but Abu Salem fought back. He appealed in Portuguese courts, challenging his transfer. For nearly 3 years, a high-profile legal battle unfolded, Government of India versus Abu Salem, in Lisbon's courtroom. Every hearing raised the stakes. One question hung in the air. Would India succeed in bringing back its most wanted criminal? India won. Lisbon court ordered his extradition. But the victory came with chains of conditions, and hidden within those conditions was the biggest twist of Abu Salem's life. The court made it clear Abu Salem would not be executed. Portugal does not allow extradition to countries where the death penalty exists. That single condition became his shield. The rope was removed before it could tighten. But there was more. The court also ruled that Abu Salem could not be imprisoned for more than 25 years. Life imprisonment meant nothing beyond that limit. And the most shocking condition of all, India could try him only in the 8 cases mentioned in the extradition request. The Gulshan Kumar murder case was not one of them. One line on paper erased accountability for a murder that shook the nation. Inside prison, danger never left him. Twice, attempts were made on his life behind bars. Twice, he survived. Again, Abu Salem's 25-year sentence ends in 2029. The days are being counted. Cut off from the outside world, he now watches the calendar, because he knows that when the clock runs out, the law itself may open the gates. Monica Bedi, once a rising Bollywood actress and Abu Salem's partner, was released on July 25, 2007, from Hyderabad's Chanchalguda jail after serving 5 years in a fake passport case. The Supreme Court limited her sentence to the time already served. This was the story of Abu Salem, a name carved from crime, luck, and legal loopholes. A reminder that sometimes the most terrifying escapes don't happen in dark alleys, but inside courtrooms. If you found this story gripping, subscribe to Crime Story Zone and press the bell icon, because some stories don't end. They wait. Thank you for watching.